What's up YouTube, it's Kira here and we're back with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning, then welcome back. It's good to see you again. So recently I've been receiving a good amount of DMs and comments on my YouTube about TCU and the dance program. I'm sent questions about things like auditions, student life, classes, each major within the department, and all that good stuff. So with all that being said, I wanted to come on here and answer all those questions for you, and also for any of those who are looking to possibly want to come to TCU when they are about to go to college. So this is the first of 3 videos that I'm releasing titled So You Want to Be a Dance Major, and each video is going to be released on Friday. So if you have not already, make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell. That way you are notified immediately when a new video is released. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, so for this week, we are mainly focusing on auditions. This is auditions to get into school. These are things like re-auditions, placement classes. If those happen, I'm just, giving you guys a little bit more clarification because I don't know what you've heard, but some departments like to do re-auditions, some don't. So I'm here to kind of, just clear things up for you guys and really give you guys the inside scoop on how things work at TCU. So let me start off by saying this. I know that auditions are usually very scary, but I'm here to tell you right now that it is okay. I promise you. I got through it. You can get through it. We got this. So let's break down the audition. Audition starts off with you'll come in and check in and go into the studio. You'll start warming up your body, all that good stuff. So in the beginning, you will do 3 things, and 4 depending on if you are auditioning to be a ballet major or not. So starting off at number 1, everyone will complete a ballet class, and it's not a full-length ballet class. It's maybe about an hour or so, but you'll do a ballet bar and center, and this is usually taught by the same person if I am remembering correctly. But once that's over with, then we move into the point section. So if you are auditioning to be a ballet major or a ballet and modern major, also known as a BAMO major, then you will complete the point section of the audition. It runs for about 30 minutes if I am, once again, remembering correctly, and then you move into the modern portion. If you are auditioning to be a modern major only, then you do not have to do the point section. You are not required at all. You will go to the side, go to the bathroom, change your tights, and then just wait on the side patiently until we move into the modern portion. Now that the point section is over with, everyone moves into modern. So the modern portion of the audition it's a condensed class. I believe it runs for about 45 minutes, which is then followed by improv. So let's say maybe an hour in total. The modern portion itself consists of, floor work, basic movement, things like isolations and articulation. They really want to see if you can, move your body and all that stuff and do floor work and everything. And then comes improv. So improv, from my audition, what we did, we just ran across the floor in 2 passes going, no, it was just 1 pass. We went across the floor in 1 pass, everyone. We lined up on the side of the room, and like 5 at a time, we went across the floor improving, and that was it. So that is the first part of the audition. You have ballet, point, modern, and then improv. So this, before I keep talking about auditions and moving into the solos, this is touching on another question, but everyone is required, and I repeat, everyone is required, regardless of if you are only auditioning to be a ballet major or a modern major, everyone is required to complete the ballet, modern, and improv portions of the audition. Now, if you are a modern major, then you do not have to do point. That is the only exception. But other than that, if you are a ballet major or BAMO major, then you have to do ballet, point, modern, and improv. And then if you are a modern major, then you only have to do ballet, modern, and improv. Now let's move on and talk about solos. So when you are filling out the audition application online to send in to TCU, you know, and scheduling your audition date, you are required, along with filling out the information and inputting photos, you have to submit a video of your solo as well. So if you're applying to be a ballet major, then you get to submit you performing a variation. If you are auditioning to be a modern major, then you have to submit you performing a modern contemporary solo. And then if you're auditioning to be a BAMO major, then you have to submit both a modern solo and a variation. So those solos that you submit for your audition application, you have to then do that in person. So after the main audition where you do, you know, ballet, modern point, improv, everyone is assigned a time slot and a studio that you'll be performing your solo in. And you perform it in front of a faculty. I can't remember exactly how many are in there. I think it's maybe like 2 to 3. And it lasts for about a minute. I think, yeah, each solo should be around like a minute and 20 seconds or just a minute tops, I believe. And all the information is on the audition application. I want to say it's a minute, but anyways, everyone is going to perform that solo in front of faculty members, and then your audition is complete. So these solos, yes, I'm going to admit, they are quite intimidating, especially for someone like me. I auditioned to be a BAMO major, and I had never done a variation before. Like, never, ever. I've never performed one. I've never learned one in a class, so I kind of had to figure it out on my own and do it in front of them. And yeah, I did mess up. I messed up a lot, and even on my modern solo I messed up a lot, but it's okay. They're not looking for perfection, you know. They just want to see that you go in there and try your hardest and just do your best. That's all they care about. They know that you're auditioning and that it's going to be scary, so if you mess up, it's okay. Everyone does. We're only human. Don't there's no reason at all to beat yourself up about it, okay? Y'all, I'm telling you, I messed up so many times and I still got in, so it is okay. Okay, so now we're going to talk about beginning of the year auditions, also known as placement classes. So placement classes happen at the beginning of every fall semester. I believe it's at the end of the first week, maybe on a Thursday or a Friday. I believe it's a Thursday. Don't remember all that well. Personally, I've only experienced one of these, and that was my freshman year because COVID happened my second year, so everything looked completely different. But how placement classes work, it is a ballet and modern class that happens around like 6 p.m. And is then followed by auditions for the guest artist and faculty dance concert. So how this works, everyone goes in, does the ballet section, and does the modern section. Honestly, don't really remember if it was improv or not. If there was, it wasn't going across the floor. I believe it was just like in groups. Maybe everyone improvs for like a minute or so. I don't really recall, so I would not quote me on that. So that's how placement class goes. Next, followed by that, are usually auditions for the concert like I mentioned earlier. And once again, I have only experienced these once, so if things have changed by the time, you know, you get here, then yeah. So auditions, how this works is a professor will usually come in and teach either a section of the piece that is being auditioned for, or just teach a little combination in general, either for modern or ballet, and you are required to do it, and that's how they base casting off of. So you only audition for the piece that falls into your major. So if you're a ballet major, you audition for ballet. If you are a BAMO major, you do both portions, and then if you are a modern major, you only do modern. Now you do have the option, you know, if you are a modern major and you want to try out doing the ballet, like you can, and if you are a ballet major, then you can do the modern. It's all up to you, but if you are a ballet major, you have to do ballet. If you are modern, you have to do modern, and BAMO, you have to do both. So yeah, personally, when I first went in, again, I did audition as BAMO, so I did have to do both of them. Did it go well for point? No, but it's fine. I didn't really want to be in a point piece anyway. And I did end up dropping my ballet major, so yeah, modern was where I just kind of, you know, was able to shine a little bit more. So yeah, once again, just like regular auditions, if you do mess up, it is okay. They're not looking for perfection. They know that everyone may be tired. They know that you are a human being. They know that not everyone is going to get everything perfectly. And once again, I'm going to emphasize, it is okay. Everyone messes up, so it's fine. it's fine. So now moving into our next question, I wrote it down. It says, what do you do for your trial period? And by trial periods, I'm assuming you may mean re-auditions, or, you know, you're asking if we do re-auditions. At TCU, we don't do re-auditions. If once you are in the program, you are in. You don't have to, you know, there's not that risk of like, oh, I might get kicked out if I don't pass my re-audition at the end of the year. No, we don't have that at all. But we do have these things at the end of spring semester called juries. And no, these are not like re-auditions, I promise. So juries are when it's just a regular class, and I only recall having this for ballet. Yeah, I only recall having this for ballet, but you might have it for both. I honestly don't remember. But juries, at the end of the semester, you'll go in, and it's basically just a regular class. But instead of only your primary professor watching, there'll be maybe like 2 or 3 other faculty members, along with the chair of the department, sitting in and observing on your class. This is literally nothing to be worried about, in my opinion. It's just a regular class. Your professor usually prepares you for it. I know for my jury, my freshman year, my professor, the combinations that we did in that class, we had been practicing and doing them for the past like 2 weeks or so. So by the time we got in for the jury, you know, it was nothing, you know, nothing was surprising at all. Now there were a few new combinations that he threw in, but like, again, you can do it. Like, we're all dancers. Like, you got it. It's just a regular class. I promise you there's nothing to be nervous about. So that's how juries work. These aren't pass or fail. It's just observation, and I don't really know exactly what they take from it, but I'm assuming they kind of use it as a way to assess what level you're going to be in next year and to determine your final grade for the semester. All right, you guys, so that wraps up this week's video for our first of 3 videos titled So You Want to Be a Dance Major. I hope that I was very informative and able to bring you a good amount of information and detail on how things work at TCU, specifically on how auditions work here at TCU. If you have not already, make sure you hit that subscription button down below and that notification bell as well. That way you are notified when our next few videos go up over the next few weeks. Also, that way you're notified when, you know, my videos go up, just because, you know, welcome to the channel and not everything will be about TCU. But anyway, if you have any more questions for me, or, you know, you want me to go into a bit more detail about the information that I gave you today, make sure you comment that down below. That way I can get to it, and I'll either tag on another video to this series, or I'll try to cover it in their next videos to come. And with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.